OnePlus is really good at making powerful phones, but the cost saving has to come somewhere. Solid mind here, and today we are looking at the OnePlus Open. I have been a OnePlus user for the last 6-7 years. I've had the OnePlus 3, the OnePlus 2, the OnePlus 5, 5T. I've had the 7T Pro. So I've been a heavy user of OnePlus products, and the OnePlus Open when it came out was a game changer. So let's find out, should you buy it in 2025?
Although the OnePlus Open is still bulkier compared to a traditional slate, OnePlus has
Yeah, so the mute switch. I wish every phone had the mute switch.
executed an impressive design here. Unlike the Pixel Fold when closed,
So the back of the phone looks kind of like the most latest design for the normal OnePluses. So what this looks like, it looks like just a normal OnePlus, just extended.
the OnePlus Open strikes the perfect balance when it comes to size and weight. When unfolded, this thing provides the largest screen that I've ever seen on a foldable phone, but it's overshadowed by its magnificent design, slim profile, and weight that comes in at just over 8 ounces. It manages to be thinner and lighter than its main competitors without compromising sturdiness. The standout feature is its hinge design, utilizing the Flexion hinge, delivering a satisfying snap gesture upon closure while minimizing the display crease.
That's good. That's good. So the biggest issue with folding phones is whenever you add a moving component, it will fail. So on my current OnePlus 7T Pro, I don't use the front camera much, but because it has to come out of the phone, it's now starting to get stuck sometimes, and you can hear grinding noises. So whenever you add a moving component into a phone, you're creating failure points. So I guess as the phone will last more than 5, 6 years, 7 years, it might not still have the best screen.
This massive camera bump. While it adds some authority to the phone's photo,
That is a Hasselblad camera. See, it's funny because in the camera, well, Hasselblad is a big, well-known manufacturer of cameras, but on this, it's just a logo put on a camera, really. You don't really get much of the benefits, and when you take a picture, you can't even be like, ooh, that's a Hasselblad camera, because it's a phone. And sensor size has a big part to play. The reason why Hasselblad cameras are so good is the fact that their sensors are so massive. Whereas trying to get that same quality on tiny sensors is very difficult.
photographic capabilities, the sharp edges of the camera's bezels can make holding it uncomfortable for some users. For me, I feel like this is just the exact opposite. It actually provides a nice resting point for my finger when I am on the go. When it comes to its display dominating in the realm of specs, the OnePlus Open surpasses its rivals in both size and resolution, boasting a primary 7.82-inch Flexi Fluid AMOLED with a 2K resolution of 2440 by 2260.
That's good.
And an external 6.31-inch Super Fluid AMOLED with a resolution of 2484 by 1116. These dimensions outshine the displays on both my Pixel Fold and also the Z Fold.
Yeah, this makes it one of the largest folding phones out there, so no good. You know what? One day they will make a folding tablet. That's my goal. Imagine a tablet that can open up into a much bigger tablet. Forget phones, make a folding tablet.
5. For me, the main inner display of the Open achieves a peak brightness of almost 1200 nits, offering visibility even in sunny conditions. Even more so, surpassing the Pixel Fold's 1000 nit brightness. My sole reservation regarding the OnePlus Open's display relates to the ceramic guard protecting the outer display. Despite OnePlus claiming it's 20% more robust than Corning Gorilla Glass Victus, I've already noticed several superficial scratches from regular
Glass is glass, and glass breaks. The issue with folding phones is it's not glass. It can't be glass, and there's only so far you can protect a screen that folds because, okay, let's say 20%, 30%. That's still significantly different to a glass display. So even if you make it 100 times better, it still doesn't bring it close to the ability of glass. So yes, I'm happy that it's less scratch proof, but even if it was 1,000 times better, it still wouldn't get close to the, I guess, the scratch proofness of glass. Even though glass does scratch compared to this plastic, it's uncomparable.
Pocket use. Getting into cameras, even though this camera bump may be conspicuous, the triple camera setup by Hasselblad imparts a camera-centric focus to this phone. The rear camera array comprises a primary 48 megapixel camera, a 48 megapixel ultra wide, and an impressive 6.
Telephoto cameras are some of the most useless cameras that I've I've seen on phones. Because yes, there are certain use cases where you want to zoom in really, really far, but oftentimes you will either use the ultra wide or the normal camera when taking photos. So I want to use my camera analogy, but I don't think you guys will get it. But yes, so in photography, the best photos are done at 80 millimeters on a full frame camera, for example, right? This is what something like the normal camera would do. Telephoto is like 300 millimeters, which still looks good, but it slims the face and everything a bit too much when it's taking, photos of people. When it comes to like things like buildings and nature, it still looks good. So in terms of people photography, normally the ultra wide and the main camera are the most used, and telephotos are not used as much. So for me, it's like it's nice to have, but it's not everything.
64 megapixel telephoto camera with 3-time optical zoom. In comparison to the Pixel Fold, the OnePlus Open maintains true to life exposure and preserves fine details.
See, this is one of the things that I really don't like about OnePlus. Is their rear cameras, no matter how much they will chuck Hasselblad on them, are not as good as Pixels and Samsungs and iPhones actually. OnePlus is really good at making powerful phones, but the cost saving has to come somewhere, and oftentimes it's in the camera.
For software, the aesthetics of Oxygen OS, which is the software scan.
I remember when I got my first OnePlus, and it had cyanogen mode. If you guys know what I can't even speak. Cyanogen. Cyanogen mode. Like when that came out, my goodness, it was a game changer. It was such a good skin. And to this day, it for me was one of the main reasons why to this day I still use OnePlus. Yes, they've changed it now, but for me it built an image of like, okay, this company is innovative, is willing to push the mark, but only in a good way, in an excellent way. So that's why I love OnePlus.
And for OnePlus phones running atop Android are of little concern for me.
Okay, let's leave it here. The question is, should you buy the OnePlus Open in 2025? You know what? If you have the money, I would say yes. The beauty of the OnePlus phones is that they don't slow down as much. Yes, they are cheaper than OnePlus, than Samsung, but they imagine like a Xiaomi phone that is built to compete at the peak level. That's what OnePlus is. Yes, I know in the comments you guys are gonna start saying, oh, solid mind, you don't know what you're talking about, but correct me in the comments. I'm more than happy. But I believe that OnePlus is a better version of some Xiaomi phones, some Oppo phones, and is designed to be at the highest point between budget and power. It's a very powerful phone that works with a low budget. So if money is a factor, I think this is a good option. Yes, Pixel has better cameras. Yes, Samsung has better software. But I like OnePlus. But who knows? One day in the future, that might change. Maybe today I'm biased, but tomorrow I might not be. But thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and yes,